Hey guys, welcome to Level 3 Readiness. So I told you I've got a mod for the Lynx gear, and it's got to do with this right here. Stick with me. I'm going to tell you how I'm going to get around this little bit of damage. Alright, so if you're looking at my table here, I've got this nice little bag that has, and by the way, it is so windy out here. I'm wearing a windscreen, but it's just going to be tough to keep everything from blowing away. But if you can see this right here, and this, and this is going to go right here. I'm going to epoxy it in. You kind of get an idea of what that's going to look like and how much better that's going to be for the scales versus the scales themselves just continuing to get eat away by the friction of the spindle. All right, I'm going to tell you how to make one of these, and we're going to go ahead and glue one in. Some of the things you'll need to make one, and you'll remember this if you've watched many of the videos, is the little punch set I've got here. And you might remember it from the tarp videos. And one of the things that I noticed was that these little discs here from the tarp, they almost fit perfectly in that circle right there. You know, so I was like, what could I put in here to withstand the friction? And I thought I could use aluminum. And so this right here is a piece of aluminum. So you know, you could scrounge around and dig up any old can. Zero sugar Dr. Pepper. You know what? It'll work as good as any. You know, you want to cut out a section right here. Just let me do that and get back with you. Okay, using the bottom of a tin can, we're going to get down on here and we're going to try to press it into the grooves. We're getting a nice little bubble. You see that right there? That's going to fit right down in there. Now, set the knife here out of the way. And this was the little punch that came with the grommet set that I used in my $10 or $5 tarp, $5 a paracord, $10 shelter videos. So we're going to set this right on that and out. Just about got it. All right, and see, there is our disc. Let's see if we can poke that out. All that wind. And there we go. Again, lay that down there. Oh yeah. So that is almost flush now with that. And so the next step is going to be to epoxy it, a 2-part epoxy. Mix that up and get that in there. Oh no, too much. That's unfortunate. But let's go ahead and mix it up real good. All right, that all looks good to me. So let's put a little epoxy in the hole. All right, and then let's lay our disc in here. Now, gonna seat it in here just like that. All right, so I'm gonna let that set up, and I'm gonna come back to this tomorrow and see if it's a worthwhile mod. Hey guys, this is the untampered with side, and this is the modded side. So I went ahead and scraped up the glue. You can still see a little bit of the glue ring around here, but it's not proud at all. I did take some 1000 grit sandpaper and sanded it down, but you know, that looks really nice. I'm really happy with that. It's going to really save the scales as I use this for bow drill. All right, so now let's go ahead and see if it will, you know, because one concern I have is, you know, epoxy with heat can break down. So this right here is definitely going to be conductive of heat, and if it gets hot enough, the disc might actually pop out. So I'm going to run it through a couple of trials with my bow drill kits, and we're going to see what we get. All right, here we go. All right, I think we got us one there. Yep, we sure do. And no worse for wear. All right, there we go. Always proof in the concept. And all right, so there you have it. There's the first mod for the Lynx Gear Hunter. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. If you've got one with the divots for bow drill, it doesn't have any type of protection for your scales, remember, it will eat down into it. I didn't, I mean, I kind of knew it was going to do that to mine, but also had all in the back of my mind that I was going to try something like this. So I'll keep you updated as how it works as we continue to use that knife more often, just to see how well that little disc, to see how it holds up to some long-term use. So hey guys, this is Level 3 reminding you, finish what you start, finish strong, and be ready for anything, because it's coming. Level 3 out. Level 3 readiness.